Once upon a time, there was a young man named Joy, who lived in a small village. Joy was a happy-go-lucky person who loved to spend his days lazing around and enjoying the simple pleasures of life. He had no ambition or goals in life, and this often made him the subject of ridicule among his peers. One day, Joy's father called him and said, "Son, I see that you have no ambition in life. You need to set some goals and work towards achieving them." Joy replied, "But why, father? I'm happy the way I am. I don't see the need to chase after something that may or may not make me happy." His father was taken aback by his response and said, "Son, ambition is what drives us to succeed in life. Without it, we are nothing but aimless wanderers." Joy thought about his father's words for a while and decided to seek the advice of the village sage. The sage listened patiently to Joy's dilemma and said, "My dear boy, ambition is not the only thing that defines success. Success is a subjective term, and it means different things to different people. If you are happy with the way you are, then that is success in itself." Joy was surprised by the sage's words and asked, "But what about all the people who say that I am wasting my life by not having any ambition?" The sage smiled and said, "People will always have something to say, but it is up to you to decide whether or not to listen to them. You are the master of your own destiny, and you should do what makes you happy." Joy left the sage's hut feeling enlightened and empowered. He realized that he didn't need to conform to society's expectations of success. He could define success on his own terms and live life on his own terms. Years went by and Joy continued to live his life the way he wanted to. He spent his days doing what he loved, and he was content with his life. One day he met his old friend who had always been ambitious and driven. His friend had achieved great success in his career, but he looked tired and stressed. Joy asked his friend, "Are you happy with your life?" His friend replied, "I've achieved everything I wanted, but I'm not happy. I'm always chasing after the next big thing, and I never take the time to enjoy the present moment." Joy smiled and said, "That's why it's okay to not have ambition in life. Ambition can be a double-edged sword. It can drive you to succeed, but it can also make you forget the simple pleasures of life. It's important to find a balance between ambition and contentment." Joy continued, "I used to be so focused on climbing the corporate ladder and making more money, but I realized that I was sacrificing my relationships and my own well-being for the sake of success. Now I prioritize spending time with loved ones and pursuing hobbies that bring me happiness. And you know what? I feel more fulfilled than ever before." His friend was amazed by Joy's wisdom and said, "You may not have achieved great success, but you have achieved something far more valuable: happiness." Joy smiled at his friend's words, knowing that they were true. He had always been content with his simple life, surrounded by loved ones and pursuing his passions. He had never been one to chase after material possessions or societal expectations of success. Instead, he found happiness in the small moments and cherished the relationships he had built. As he reflected on his life, he realized that his happiness was the greatest achievement he could ever ask for. In the end, Joy realized that success is not measured by the number of achievements or accolades one has. Success is measured by the amount of happiness and contentment one has in life. And that's why it's okay to not have ambition in life.